Hi, welcome to Coaster Mania. I'm Micah, and today I want to talk about my rankings of the coasters at Knoebels. This family-owned amusement park loves all things classic and takes pride in the history of the amusement industry. From restoring rides to restoring ride concepts of old, Knoebels is a real-life amusement museum. Knoebels is one of the smallest parks that Katie and I have been to, which means there aren't a ton of coasters here. What they do have are all mostly top-notch quality, however. I can't go without mentioning this park's operations. On most of their rides, Knoebels sends trains at such a rapid pace, it makes it look easy. Some of these coasters are good enough that they are frequent winners of Golden Ticket Awards, the amusement industry's version of the Oscars. Without further ado, let's go ahead and rank them from worst to best. Number 6. Kozmo's Kurves. This E&F Myler family coaster features a slightly modified layout compared to the rest of their family coaster models. It is just as janky and out of control as all of them. It's a little longer than the others and has more airtime moments, leading to more pops out of your seat. I couldn't help but feel grateful to get off this ride once it was over. Those T-bars really hurt your thighs after all the repetitive slamming up into them. Number 5. Black Diamond. This custom dark ride coaster, built by Philadelphia Toboggan Coasters, designed by John C. Allen, was originally found at Dinosaur Beach as Golden Nugget, but was relocated in 2011. This is more of a dark ride than it is a coaster, but with all the campy theming it has, we couldn't help but fall in love with it. It really doesn't do much and is only classified as a roller coaster because of its gravity-powered sections, but it still was much more tolerable than Kozmo's Kurves. Number 4. Flying Turns. Welcome to the world's only wooden bobsled coaster. This coaster was built in-house and opened in 2013. It is 1,300 feet long, has a max height of 50 feet, and a top speed of 24 miles per hour. This coaster has been surprisingly problematic for Knoebels, and I'm not exactly sure why. It seems like it follows fairly conventional roller coaster mechanics. The only thing I can presume is due to the fact that it is a bobsled coaster and it doesn't have traditional upstop wheels. But what do I know? Flying Turns functions great as a family coaster and feels completely out of control. Its layout is on the repetitive side with a left turn, a right turn, and another left turn, but it manages to hold on to some intensity due to the fact that these transitions are quick and the train swings side to side within the track. The layout is broken up by the second lift hill, which kinda kills some of the momentum, and it makes me wonder why they didn't make this ride just go up its tallest lift right from the start. Hopefully they can iron out all the kinks for this ride and get it running more smoothly in the future. Number 3. Impulse. Impulse is Zerer's take on a Gerstlauer Eurofighter. Featuring nearly identical track design and very similar train design, and also extremely similar layouts to these coasters, it fits the same role that a Eurofighter would as well. A high-intensity, compact coaster with lower capacity trains and a small footprint. It is 98 feet tall, 1,975 feet long, has a top speed of 55 miles per hour, and features 4 inversions. This coaster does a really good job at providing hang time and strong positives, just like a Eurofighter. The layout has a vertical drop and pulls you out of your seat as much as it forces you down into it. One of my favorite moments on it is the vertical loop. At the very top of the loop, the train slows down quite drastically and leaves you with a great moment of hang time. This hang time is similarly felt in the long, drawn-out Heartline roll that goes directly through the loop. All in all, Impulse is full of a lot of traditional elements, but the pacing of it is great and it rides fairly smooth as well. There was a slight rattle to it, but nothing that could be considered uncomfortable. Number 2. Twister. There is a ton of debate as to which is number 1 or 2 when it comes to the 2 wooden coasters at Knoebels. For me, Twister holds the number 2 spot, but it is a close race. This coaster was built in-house and followed the blueprints of the defunct Mr. Twister at Elitch Gardens. The original coaster was designed yet again by John C. Allen. It sits at 101 feet tall, is 3,900 feet long, and has a top speed of 51 miles per hour. It is a huge wooden coaster that is all about twisting around. This atypical layout does a great job at tossing riders to the sides of the train during its many turns. It doesn't feature much in the way of airtime, but like I just mentioned, the laterals hit hard. This is especially true during its signature oversized helix that is on full display when you walk up to the coaster. Probably one of the most unique parts of it are the 2 separate lift hills it has. Built right on top of each other, one takes you halfway up and turns around and leads into the second lift hill. It's a great space saver for sure. This coaster has constant head choppers as well. During almost the entire ride's duration, you are diving in and out of the support structure. There honestly isn't anything bad that I can say about this coaster. It's on the longer side and makes it clear exactly what it is designed to do right from the beginning. Number 1. Phoenix. I will admit that I am a sucker for airtime. Phoenix was originally located at Playland Park and was almost going to be torn down completely, but Knoebels purchased the ride and reassembled it in their park. Opening in 1985, this 3,200 feet long, 78 foot tall wooden coaster has been a staple for Knoebels for much of its modern history. There is a good reason why this coaster wins the Golden Ticket Award time and time again. Don't get me wrong, rides like El Toro at Six Flags Great Adventure are great, but it can be quite painful for some riders during its more intense moments. Phoenix is just a great ride all the way through. By just looking at a POV, it is incredibly difficult to see what makes Phoenix so special. It is a very simple layout that doesn't do anything earth-shattering. What really helps this ride is the fact that its trains still have buzz bars. Since these restraints allow for as much clearance as they do, you'll be completely out of your seat during most of the coaster's several airtime moments. That really is the magic behind it, the airtime. It isn't violent, it isn't aggressive, but it is strong. I felt like I was almost standing up during most of the airtime moments, and what made it better was the fact that as the layout went on, the hills were designed in such a way that it felt like the ejector airtime got stronger and stronger. Yeah, the hills were smaller, but they were profiled tighter and tighter. This again is what makes this coaster feel so exciting. For one of the first times in a long time, I think it's safe to say that Katie and I were almost scared on this ride, because of how far out of your seat it gets you. On our 3rd or 4th go around, we just kinda let ourselves go and enjoy the ride. It's extremely hard not to. For as small as it is, Knoebels gets so much right. The coasters here, while not the best in the country, are top notch, and thanks to the maintenance team here, each are kept in tip-top shape. I think it's great that there is as much debate for the best coaster at the park between Twister and Phoenix, because both of these coasters are great in their own ways. If people were completely silent about them, then that means they wouldn't be all that good in the first place. If you ever find yourself getting the chance to go out to this park, you really don't want to miss out on it. Thank you so much for watching this video. Don't forget to leave a like and comment below and hit that bell icon. Special thanks to our Patreon supporter, Future Collective. $1 a month helps me bring even more content to you guys, and I even have some exclusive content coming, so check it out. Check the description below to find links to the rest of our pages. Thanks for watching the video, and ride on, Coaster Maniacs!